of the
as you can see, because
no stand before their might.
Something wrong with the portal.
Darkness was still out there, somewhere, laying in wait.
So I was taking a break from Skylanders and then found out, well...
Suddenly, tremors and aftershocks rumbled throughout the land. Some great evil was being conjured in the arcane keep of the Spellpunks. The devious Spellpunks had unearthed the very same cursed relic that had allowed the darkness into Skylands centuries ago. The Dark Rift Engine.
Got the... I started playing. I was like, I mean, actually, I was sure.
The Spellpunks had to be stopped before they could use its power to awaken the darkness.
I'm going to do my Skylander Broadcast. And yeah, so let's start. Oh my gosh. So, no. There we go.
But the way to the Citadel had grown treacherous. Danger sprang from the shadows. The Spellpunks were drawing magic from the Dark Rift Engine, feeding power to the darkness. The Skylanders fought their way through the danger, charging into the mouth of the Spellpunk Keep.
It's too much, keeps on coming. So that's what I do now. Like, they just... I needed that one there.
Level up! More power! But then, without warning, all of Skylands began to quake. And a wave of fear swept over the land as a great and terrible shadow erupted from the keep. It bellowed in a deep and malevolent voice. Behold, Skylands, I have returned. All shall fear and obey me. I am the darkness.
I had always heard that it was the ancients who let the darkness into Skylands, but I've never heard about that Dark Rift Engine. Still, we don't know how they managed to finally defeat it. We'll have to keep looking, Skylander. Maybe one of the others found something useful.
Oh, dang it. Ah! Oh, whatever this is doing. Ah! Oh. Let's get this. click this button. Ah! There we go. Okay. Wait, hold on. Oh, hi, Dream Crusher. Oh wait, what? Oh my gosh! I got big bubble pop fizz. I heard on those kind of ones.
Big bubble pop
Why did
fizz.
I? Look at all this bling.
Nope, I got nothing yet, Skylander. I think Sharp Stuff over there found something, though.
Oh.
No luck so far, but Sharp Fin looks like he's got a hold of something useful.
Okay, let's skip everything that.
Ooh, a nice harvest.
No. Okay. Oh my gosh. How can you jump that high? Okay, gonna hurt. Okay.
This hat
Oh
could
my
ruin
gosh.
my image.
It looks like it's flying.
Hey, Skylander, look at this. You should try this. The Charge of the 1st Light Squadron. It's about an elite squad of fighter pilots who took on the overwhelming forces of evil. Looks pretty turbulent in there. Best if you summon a sky vehicle if you want to take a look. All right, we'll come back with a sky vehicle when you're ready. You should check with Flint. He might have found something useful. Hey, it's possible.
Hey, Skylander, you gotta see this book. Looks like this one here talks about how the Core of Light got made to give the darkness the old beatdown. There's probably more inside, but I'm not really in a hurry to crack it open, if you know what I mean, because it's kind of cursed, but you go right ahead.
The War of the Darkness had nearly been lost as all of Skylands was being held in its terrible grip. But there was one chance. A mythical device built by the ancients to combat the darkness had been discovered. It was called the Core of Light. But finding its location would be the most dangerous mission of them all.
Oh, come on. Oh my gosh. Oh, how do you like that? Okay. How do you like that, huh? It's almost like she doesn't care about.
The darkness knew the Core of Light would be its end, and so it attacked. Its dark power was beyond comprehension. It shattered mountains and bridges with casual disdain.
So that's just not good.
The The darkness's rage was earth-shaking and all-consuming, for it knew that in order for its power to grow, the core of light must stay hidden. Undaunted, even in the face of this great evil, the Skylanders continued the quest.
Get stuck at the jump parts. Okay. Oh, we gotta hurry. Oh no. Jump.
A nice harvest.
Oh, okay, we got some bananas.
It called forth its evil servants to do its terrible bidding. But they would fall before the Skylander like limp bundles of experience and treasure.
As soon as I'm done with this burger.
The darkness grew desperate. Again and again it attacked with renewed fury.
This is not good. Ooh, my health is pretty low. Not that low. Okay, now it's getting low. Why is it getting low?
Only to be turned back by the brave Skylanders. And then, after a long journey, the lost citadel of the Portal Masters had been reached. The radiant purity of the core of light had been found at last. But in the distance, the darkness raged on.
Wowzers! Looks like the darkness almost conquered Skylands back in the olden days until they used the trusty core of light. But it stopped right before the good part. I totally can't wait to find out what happens next. Maybe the one Max found will have more info. Don't keep me in suspense!
Oh. Oh, we got a piñata.
Skylander, check this out.
I'm
not sure it'll help us much, but it's kind of a cool read. It's
not
all
even
about an evil Hydra monster. I've heard of that. Well, it turns out it used to be like a pet of some dark portal masters. Can you imagine that? It's like trying to housebreak a rabid honey badger. Not a good idea. Looks like you'll need a sea vehicle to read this one. Alright, well, come back with the sea vehicle when you're set.
Alright guys, this is
I bet
almost
the next book is
the
gonna
end
be
of the
even
video.
more exciting than this one. I think Hugo's finally managed to decide on one. You should go find him before he changes his mind.
She has a lot of energy.
Oh, hi Skylander. I'm glad you're here. This book here is called To Light the Dark by Pomfrey LaFuzzbottom. I didn't read much, but it talks about using the core of light to fight the darkness. This could be the one!
The forces of good had discovered the hidden location of the core of light, but they soon realized that the ancients had never completed this great machine, a secret that to this day has been forgotten. But with the darkness closing in for the final blow, they had no choice. They would power up the core and risk everything in a final battle. And they would hope that even an incomplete core of light would be enough to keep the darkness at bay. The Skylander sped into action. There was only one chance. An all-out attack to drive the darkness toward the core itself. But the darkness would not go easily. The darkness laid snares and traps for the Skylander. The Skylander, however, would not be halted. Unleashed its full power. Its dark might seared the sky, tearing across the land. Their battle echoed across all Skylands, trading blows that shattered islands in their wake.
I like Hot Streak because it's like this fire thing. Oh, dang it. Ah.
Forced to flee and hide in the deepest, darkest parts of Skylands once again. But for how long? One day it will return for its revenge. In order to destroy the darkness once and for all, the secret to completing the core of light and unleashing its true power must be found. This will be my life's work.
Believe that where's the gun?
Any ideas?
The Fuzzbottom!
What'd you call me?
Callie is right. You must seek out the author of that book. If any living being knows how to complete the core, it is Pomfrey LaFuzzbottom.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go find this pom-pom fuzzy bottom guy and turn this core of light into the most awesome weapon ever!
That's Tessa! She shouldn't be trying to fly in these skies. It's too dangerous.
Hopefully the bird broke her fall.
Whoa, that looked like a pretty hard landing. You'd better go check on Tessa, Skylander. I need to examine the book we got from the Spellpunk library for leads on Pomfrey's whereabouts.
Tessa, are you all right?
Yeah, I'd say your squawking feather mattress could use a little flying lesson from old Captain Flynn.
I'm fine, guys. Just a little shook up. And it wasn't Whisker's fault, Flynn. These skies are getting more dangerous by the minute. We had to evacuate all of Woodboro to get away from the Sky Eater. And they're safe for now, so I decided to come here to help.
We'll take all the help we can get. Come on, let's get you up to speed.
Allow me. You see, Tessa, it all started with an enchilada.
This could take a while, Skylander. Why don't you go let Master Eon know that Tessa is okay?
I really don't know what this has to do with the Sky Eater, Flynn.
If you can understand why it eats the...
Greetings, Portal Master. You have come far in your time here in Skylands, but there is much more to learn. Here is where you can access all things related to Portal Mastery. Observe. These are your... Earning these emblems grants you Stardust, and Stardust will increase your Portal Master rank. Continue on your path of courage, and soon you will ascend to our highest ranks. A grand adventure awaits you, Portal Master.
Master Eon, I found him! I found LaFuzzbottom. According to a passage in his final book, he planned to retire to the Gadfly Glades to work in solitude.
Well done, Hugo. Seek out Flynn when you are ready to leave.
Gadfly Glades? That's pretty wild territory. You'll have a hard time tracking down a little worm fella. I better come with you.
Hey, look, if you want to spend a little quality time with me, you don't have to make up excuses, Tessa. I totally get it.
You're so funny, Flynn. Let me just call Whiskers down and we'll be all set.
Oh, man, not Whiskers! All right, Skylander, you ready to go find Pom-Pom Fuzzy Bottom?
Okay, guys.
Good morning, everyone. Time to rise and be shiny. You're all looking quite sparkly today.
Who is she talking to?
Oh, I'm just talking to my collection. They get so lonely being on display with no one to see them. Wait, are you visitors?
Bye. Bye. That was crazy.